Let's understand more about moving and copying sheets. So the option available with Microsoft Excel is right click on the sheet name, go to home format, and you can actually move or copy a sheet. To move or copy sheet, you can use the right click option as well, or you can go it with the format as well. So let's try it. So I'll go with my sample database, that is financial sample. So this is a big data set here. We have a good number of records. So what I want to do, I want to copy this entire sheet somewhere. So I'll click it, sheet 1, right click, move or copy. So I'll click this move or copy. Now where you want to copy it, before sheet 1, okay, and I'll click on create a copy. I'll click OK here. Now you just see you have another sheet as well. So this copy of sheet 1 is provided here and it is exactly the same. In fact, even if I'll count the number of records here. So I have somewhere 701 count for the sheet 1. I'll go with the sheet 1 copy. So again, I have the record of 701 records in my sheet. So copying thing is done entirely by Microsoft Excel. So I have another sheet as well. If I want to make any kind of changes, I can do it independently in other sheets. So what I can do, I can name it, let's make it copy. Let's make it main data. Now this main data and this copy is actually independent of each other now. Whatever changes I'll do, it will not be reflected in each other sheet. So I can make it, let's go this, I'll go to the first record. So instead of this government, I'll make it change as mid-market. I'll save it. I'll go to my main data and I'll go with the first row so that we can see whether our changes are reflected here or not. So this is the same only, government only. So nothing has been changed. So these two sheets are independent of each other. Same thing we can do it with the option available in the home, that is format. So from format, you can actually move or copy as well, copy or move sheet. Move or copy, same option will be displayed here. So it is your choice. You want to do it from the right click option or you want to go with the format. After understanding insert delete, the another option that is available in the under the home tab is format. This is again a very good option here. So what we are using here with the format, we can actually change the row height, column width, organize sheets, protect and hide sheets with using format. So let's try that also. The first option is row height. So when we are talking about row height, let's check the current row height first, then we will understand this. So I'll click on this any row. I'll go with this fifth row, right click and see the row height here. Now row height is written somewhere 14.4. Let's change it to 20. I'll click on OK. Now you can see the row height has been increased. Let's try it with 200 now. So you can actually see the result here. The row height has been increased. Let me make it 14.4 it again. So this is row height is written. Same we can do it with the format option also. So row height, you can choose the particular row height. You can do it for all the 700 records as well. You can do it for any particular row as well. So from where you can choose it, either you right click it and then go for the row height, or you can go to the home tab and click on the format and click for the row height. In fact, you can apply this auto fit row height also. So in the case of auto fit, the row height will be set according to the size or the content or the height we are having in the our data, and accordingly the height will be decided by Microsoft Excel depending on the size of the text that is written or that is entered in that particular row. Similarly, we have the column width. The column width, we have two ways to do. Right click, click on the column width. So right now the column width is 25.78. You can change it to some specific value as well. I'll make it 550. So this will be increased here. You can decrease it as well. Click on the format and then we have the column width. So this 50 you can make it 30 as well. So this is the column width. So in the format option, we have learned two options for now, that is row height and the column width. So you can actually set the row height and the column width according to your requirement, according to the data, and you can set it to the auto fit as well. In the case of the auto fit, Excel will automatically decide the height and the width according to the content that is written in that particular row or the column. And you can also select the default width also. Right now the default width is 8.11, so you can select it to the other number as well, so accordingly the changes will be performed here. So this is the auto fit column width and the default width. In fact, now I have this data, so I am passing this Excel to somebody else. At that time, I don't want to see, make it visible all the records. So what I can do, I want to hide this B and C. So I'll click on that, click on the format, and I'll hide the columns here. So now you can see it here. After A, we have directly the D. B and C is not visible, that is hidden only. To make it visible again, what you can do, click on that format again, hide and unhide, and you can choose unhide column. So you have the option to hide and unhide. What you can hide? You can hide that particular row. You can hide particular columns. You can hide multiple rows. You can hide multiple columns. You can hide, in fact, a complete sheet as well. And then you can come back to do the changes, undo the changes. That is, you can use the unhide rows. You can choose the unhide columns. So this is the option. This is the visibility option that is available with Microsoft Excel. And similarly, what you can do, you can rename the sheet as well, that we learned from the right click option. In the format as well, you can rename that sheet. So for this copy, let me take another name this time. So we can change the name to copy of main data. So this I am renaming the sheet. So we have multiple options to do it. One option is to right click and click on this rename option. Other thing what we can do, we can go with the format as well to rename that sheet. And same we have for the move or the copy sheet. If you want to move a sheet from one particular place to another, you want to change the order of that sheet, you can do it. Or you can copy the entire data to the new sheet as well. Similarly, we have the color combination as well. So I'll go with the color combination now. I'll click on this sheet, click on format, tab color, which color I want. I want this yellow one here. So now you can see in the background of this name copy of main data, this yellow color is given. Same, I can have it for other sheet as well, format and the tab color. This time I'll use this green one. So colors I can provide in the name of the sheet as well, providing this tabbing color for that particular sheet. So we can use the colors here for using the sheets. So you can name the sheets, you can have the different colors for the sheets. So this is all about the modification. In the modification, what we covered the insertion part. Either it is for the cell, either it is for the row, column, or for inserting multiple rows or multiple columns, multiple sheets you can have in Microsoft Excel. It is your choice whether you want to put it data into one single sheet or in the multiple sheet. We can delete the sheets, we can delete the rows, we can delete the columns. And in the format, we covered the row height, column width, visibility option, that is hide and unhide. We can actually rename the sheet, move or copy a sheet, and by the providing the tab color, we can use different colors for the sheet.